Alright, sorry about that. The stream seemed to have gone temporarily down, but I think we're back now. Sorry again. Not sure what caused that. Anyway, let's continue. For two of them who were handcuffed, it would have been a failed trap. Soichi, throw another box. Okay. Soichi came back to his senses and picked up the other box that was lying on his feet. Want me to throw this one on top of the wires, right? That's right. Please do so. Okay. Reika had grim face on, but she showed a gentle look to Soichi only when she turned to him. And Soichi saw that he felt some of his surprise die down. Here we go. Soichi threw the box again, threw the other box. When it touched, when the box touched the wire repelled the box with a loud sound. The box left 2 or 3 times, then finally stopped moving. The wire suspended the box, holding it up in midair. Now that was a surprise. Reika's eyes went wide. Just like you said. Even when they touched the wires, even when the cardboard box touched the wires, nothing happened to it. They were so resilient in the first place, they wouldn't serve as a good trigger for the trap. Furthermore, they triggered the bear trap unless they walked on top of the wires. So the people who prepared this trap were quite wicked. I'm glad with you, Reika. If I'd been alone, I probably would have tripped the trap. Soichi approached the wires as he wiped the sweat off his brow again. Reika gripped Soichi's hand again. Am I proving useful? put on airs in both her face and her voice. She looked down Soichi with a gentle look. She hadn't had any of that up until a few hours ago. When I look at her now, I almost forget where I am. When he saw her, he could forget the painful reality. Soichi was very grateful for that. Looks like we made it safely to the 3rd floor without problems. Yes, I thought there might be an ambush waiting for us. I'm glad it was just a needless worry of mine. Soichi and Reiko were in the hallway on the 3rd floor. Once they cleared the trap on the 2nd floor, the two of them made up to the 3rd floor without further incident. They've been walking around the 3rd floor for about 30 minutes now. Hold on a second. Saving for a minute. Be right back. Okay, back. Continuing now. Also, this is proving rather useful. Reika swung her PDA. The map was showing on there, but it was a little different from how it had been up till now. It was hard to see up until this point, huh? A current position marker had been added to the map. It was a new function added by it was a new software added. It happened to find it in the box they'd thrown earlier before they'd done so. It was a simple function that put their current position on the map. It was surprisingly useful in how they could move around now without having to check the map to reconfirm their current location. Thanks to that, the dangers posed by a map had died down a little. Perhaps that was why. Perhaps that was why they noticed the person before them, before that person ever did.
そいち、あれは
Soichi, look at that. Reika tugged on Soichi's hand as they approached the crossroads and pointed down a different hallway than the one they were trying to go down.
誰かいるわ。
Someone's there. Oh. That person was in a small hall down the hallway. They approached with their back to the wall, had their face hidden. Wait, hold on, sorry, hold on, I think I misread that. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I did misread that. They were leaning against the wall and had their face turned downwards. Perhaps they were resting.
そいち、あの子は確か。
Soichi, that girl's... Soichi called out to... Reika called out to Soichi in surprise with a stifled voice. The reason she was surprised because she recognized that person. You're right. Soichi also recognized her. The small body, the boyish haircut, hold on a second, the short hair. It was that girl that Reika tried to shoot yesterday.
行ってみましょう、そいち。
Let's go to them, Soichi. Yeah. Soichi and Reika nodded at each other and headed towards the hall where the girl was.
誰？
Who's there? The girl noticed them before they could enter the hall. Shin pulled out a pistol and pointed it at them in surprise. Wait, we don't mean to fight. Soichi faltered for a moment when the gun was pointing at him, but then he hid behind the corner in the hall, used a shield, and frantically started talking back. So there really are several pistols in this building. Soichi began to panic when he remembered the weight of the pistol at his side.
嘘ね。覚えてるよ。2階で私を撃とうとした2人でしょ。
Liar. I remember you. You're the two who tried to shoot me on the second floor, aren't you? A bullet flied from the girl's pistol like it was nothing. The sound of the gunfire echoed down the hallway, as loud as though it were the pounding of a drum. Fortunately, the bullet missed where Soichi and Reika were hiding by a mile.
待って、あの時はあなたを敵だと思ってたのよ。
Wait, I thought you were an enemy at the time.
敵よ。どうせ油断させて後ろから撃とうって魂胆でしょ。そうはいかないよ。
「 Your enemies. You're probably just trying to get me to turn my back so you can shoot me when my guard's down. Well, I'm not letting that happen. The girl fired 2 more shots. This time they hit the corner where Soichi and Reika were hiding behind. No, it didn't hit them. They both saw part of the concrete in front of them get chiseled off.
どうしたの？銃は持ってるはずよね。まさか弾切れ？
What's wrong? You have a gun, don't you? Don't tell me you're out of bullets. The girl said that in an oddly shrill voice, and then she slowly approached Soichi and Reika.
違うわ。戦う気はないって言ってるでしょ。
You're wrong. I told you I have no intention of fighting.
それをどうやって保証してくれるの？私はこんなところでは死ねない。
Where's your? How can you guarantee that? I can't die. I can't afford to die in a place like this.
妹が待ってるもの。一度銃を向けてきたあんたたちなんて信じられるわけがないじゃない。
My sister's waiting for me. There's no way I can believe someone who pointed a gun at me once before. Then came the 4th shot. This one missed too, but her aim was getting more and more accurate. Wait, she... It was at that time that Soichi noticed there was something different about the girl from the first time they saw her. Her eyes were bloodshot, her breath was ragged, and her face and body were covered in dust. There were several wounds in her bared arms and legs. Is that blood? There was a splatter of blood on her. There was a faint splatter of blood on her shirt. No way, did she shoot someone with that gun? Soichi felt chills down his spine. Was that even possible? She looks like she's still only in middle school. How could she? Soichi still wasn't fully convinced.
安全には変えられないんだもの。仕方ないじゃない。あんたたちを殺してお金を持って絶対に妹のところへ帰るの。それであの子の治療ができる。
I couldn't help it if I wanted to be safe. I'll kill you. I'll take the money. I'll make it back to my sister for sure. Then I can cure her. The concrete shattered and scattered again. Please stop. We really don't have any intention of fighting.
どっちでも構わないよ。死んでもらうって決まってるんだから。
Doesn't matter your way. You'll kill me no matter what I do. Reika tugged Soichi's hand at the time. Then she whispered into his ear.
ソイチ、逃げましょう。今のあの子には聞いてもらえないわ。
Soichi, let's run. She's not gonna listen to us. Reika? Soichi was quite a bit surprised. After all, it had been Reika who wanted to try negotiating with others.
わかるのよ。あの子がどんな気持ちでいるのか。私だってそうだったもの。
I understand how she's feeling. It's just how I felt.
お前に殺されるんじゃないかってずっと疑ってた。お前が何を言っても疑いは消えなかった
I always suspected that you would kill me. I didn't listen. no matter what you said, my doubts wouldn't fade.
でも私には手錠があったからお前を傷つけずに済んだのよ。
Because we were handcuffed, I was able to get through that without hurting you. Reika then looked at Soichi with serious eyes.
あれは以前の私なのよ。だからわかるの。何を言っても迷わず攻撃してくるって。
She's how I used to be, so I understand. She'll attack us no matter what we say, without a second thought.
だからお願いソイチ。今は逃げましょう。彼女が落ち着いてからもう一度話せばいいんだから。
So please, Soichi, let's run away for now. We'll try talking to her again when she's calmed down. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Reika tried to kill me? And she didn't because we were handcuffed? Soichi was completely flat-footed by that sudden confession. But that wasn't a time where he could be surprised. The girl with the gun was aiming right for them. Alright. But what do we do? She's got a gun. Do we try to threaten her off? And do we try to threaten her off with shots of our own?
待って。これ以上あの子を撃ったら二度と話を聞いてもらえなくなるわ。だからこのまま逃げるの。
Wait. If we shoot her again, she'll never listen to us ever again. So we have to run now. But she's armed.
あの子の銃は私たちのと同じだったわ。だから次で弾切れになる。予備の弾があっても再装填するまでには時間があると思うの。
She has the same kind of gun as us, so she'll be out of bullets after she fires the next shot. Even if she's got spares, it'll take her some time to reload, I think. Soichi peeked out from behind the corner. The girl was holding the pistol in both hands and slowly approaching them. I see, it really is the same gun as us. A short barrel, small muzzle, and a it was a revolver with a small barrel and with a short barrel and a small muzzle. It's exactly the same as the one they had. She'd fired 5 times up till now. Since it could hold up to 6, the next one should be her last. As long as she doesn't have more bullets, that is. Reika had read the situation correctly, but the result would change depending on whether she had spare bullets or not. No, or she has. Oh wait, sorry, misread the previous one. As long as she doesn't have a spare gun, that is. The situation was as Reika said, but if she has a spare gun up her sleeve, then the result would change quite differently. Either way, we don't have a choice, huh?
何？ソイチ？
What was that, Soichi? Reika looked impatiently at Soichi. She was worried about the girl, but she was even more worried about telling the truth to Soichi. I understand. Let's do as you said.
ソイチ、ありがとう。
Thank you, Soichi. Reika then gave Soichi's left hand a firm grip. Soichi poked his right hand slightly out from behind the corner, and the girl fired. Soichi quickly darted his hand back, and the bullet missed. No, of course, the girl was an amateur, so maybe she wouldn't have hit even if he hadn't pulled back. Reika! Right. And then Reika and Soichi and Reika, still holding hands, turned around and ran away from the girl. They didn't know how long it would take her to reload, but they knew, but the faster they were, the better. Reika, what should we do? For now, I think we should try running into some room. The non-combat area would be best possible, but that's not ideal, is it? Yeah. Let's find a room with multiple exits and where you can lock the doors. Alright. Just Soichi nodded. Just Soichi nodded. The girl realized that Soichi and Reika had run off. They got away? The girl was just starting to reload her gun, exactly as Reika had predicted. But she began reloading as she chased Soichi and Reika so they wouldn't get away from her. If only you get away. This is a 1 in a million chance. There's a considerable distance between Soichi, Reika, and the girl. But in contrast to Reika's rather average stamina, the girl was just as athletic as she looked. She couldn't close the distance because she was reloading her gun. But once she finished, she'd probably catch up with them quickly. I hope we can get away from her. Soichi didn't think Reika's decision was wrong. Trying to talk to her was right, and running away was also right. There was also a fact that Reika was now in danger. He was simply worried about that fact. Past Reika, huh? Soichi glanced back at their pursuer as he ran alongside Reika. Her face was warped in fear. Her body was covered in thin layer of dust. And there was a splatter of blood on her body. Soichi felt there was no doubt that she'd gotten in a fight with someone. Is that why she shot us without hesitating? Then will she listen to us if she calms down, just like Reika said? Just like the current Reika? He couldn't predict what had happened. All he could do was pray that it would be the case. Soichi, get in this room. Huh? That room's a dead end. Just do it. Reika pushed the bewildered Soichi into a room. The girl was almost caught up with them. Whether she finished reloading or because Soichi's group had slowed down, she mostly closed the distance between them. Once Soichi entered the room, Reika locked the door. What are we gonna do, Reika? It's a total dead end.
そいちあれを
Soichi, just use that. Though Soichi was panicking, Reika was calm. Soichi saw that Reika was pointing at a ventilation duct. What's
あ
that?
そこを通るのよ
Let's go through there. There? Reika approached the ventilation duct. Soichi followed right alongside her. Right under the vents were a table and chair that appeared to be in good condition. So if they put the chair on top of the table, it seemed like they could make it up to the ventilation. They could reach the ventilation shaft. Just as the two of them got right under the ventilation shaft, they heard the doorknob clattering behind them. It seemed the girl had caught up to them.
そいち登れる
Soichi, can you climb up? I think so. Soichi got up on the chair on top of the desk. And leaned up as he grabbed onto the as he grabbed the ventilation shaft. Great. After moving a bit, the grate easily fell out. Soichi looked inside to confirm that the air duct was indeed big enough for someone to crawl through. Are we really going through here? The doorknob violently clattered behind them. Reika looked back there for a second, then turned and looked up at Soichi.
PDA にエアダクトの地図がインストールされてるわ大丈夫迷ったりはしないはずよ
I have a map of the air ducts installed on my PDA. It's okay, we shouldn't get lost. A loud sound banged against the door. It seems the girl was trying to break the door down. Alright, let's hurry. I'll lift you up, Reika, so please go in first. I'll lift you up, Reika, so please go in first. Alright. Soichi was already grabbing onto Reika's slender body by the time she nodded. A second. Okay. His hands were casually wrapped around her waist and chest. If this weren't an emergency, then the two of them might have been blushing. But neither of them had time for that. An armed opponent was coming right after them. Soichi grabbed Reika's hips and lifted her up as high as he could. When he did, Reika managed to get her upper body into the air duct. Reika crawled into the air duct. Once Reika crawled in the air duct, the door behind them became quiet. Did they give up on trying to break it down? After Soichi thought as he looked behind him. Soichi, hurry up! Reika's voice was urgent. Then his handcuffed left arm dragged. He turned back to Reika. and reached out for her hand, stretching out of the air duct, and grabbed it. Soichi grabbed on the duct with both hands. Just then, they heard a gunshot and the violent sound of metal crashing against metal. Hurry, she's trying to shoot the door open. The door was kicked again. Trying to destroy the lock and break it down. It was the kind of scene you saw all the time in movies. Alright. Soichi tried to use his arm strength to get up and crawl through the air duct. When he did, the wound on his right arm ached, and he lost his strength. Soichi was about to fall, but Reika used both their hands to wrap them around him and help him stay up. Thanks to that, Soichi managed to get his way up to the duct. Another gunshot rang out. The door was kicked repeatedly, and finally it opened. It's open? The girl then came rushing in for gun at the ready. They're gone? They're gone? Where did they go? But Soichi and Reika were already gone by then. They safely managed to escape into the air duct in the nick of time. How's it look? Reika asked us as she crawled through the air duct. Soichi looked behind them when she asked that. Two of them were progressing down the air duct. They already traveled a considerable distance. Thanks to that, they were covered in dust. Just gonna save here. It was just as dirty in the air duct as it was anywhere else, so the two of them were caked in dust now they were crawling through it. Doesn't look like she's chasing after us. But could you stop moving for a bit and stay quiet for a little while? They spoke in loud voices. It's their voice, and they would echo off the air duct loudly. So I needed to stay quiet if they were going to search for Appeal's presence. Sorry, I'll be quiet. Reika smiled wryly and fell silent. Then she stopped moving. Her long hair swayed when she moved. Only her long hair was swaying. That was the only movement from her. Once he confirmed she was still, Soichi turned back around again and strained his ears. It was totally silent. He heard nothing no matter how closely he listened. No way, I can't hear a small sound. Is this Reika's breaths? Reika's breathing was quiet and orderly. That was all Soichi could hear. Looks like we're alright. Now that I think about it, couldn't have crawled here without this map, huh? Soichi turned back to Reika. When that moment, Reika's face went right in front of Soichi's. The two of them have been moving facing each other like this up till now. Reika was going in reverse from the front, while Soichi was going forward from the back. There was a reason for this. It was because of the handcuffs. If they could, the two of them would have liked to both face forward and keep moving that way. But the air duct was too small for them to go side by side. However, the chain was long. However, the chain has a certain limit to its length. So they couldn't both turn forward and go that way either. It would be near impossible for them to do it that way. Second. It wasn't entirely impossible. The person in front would have to have their have one hand behind, one hand in front of them, while the other person would need to have one hand from the opposite direction. That would give them one less hand to use, making crawling much more difficult. So after much trial and error, they finally found out that this was the easiest position for them to move. Hey, can I talk now? Reika whispered. Yeah, go ahead. Soichi laughed a little when he saw the childish look on her face. What's so funny? Reika looked at him in confusion. Soichi laughed even more at that even more childish gesture. Oh, nothing. Just think about how you have a cute side to you as well. Cute! Reika's eyes went wide. But immediately after, she began to laugh too. Wait, now's not the time for any of this, is it? You were the one who started it, weren't you? Sorry. Even the tiny little exchange like that was enough to wipe away their tension, return them to their normal states. Anyway, we managed to get away. That's more important than anything else. You're right. Though it's a shame we weren't able to talk to her. Reika's face grew a little dark. There's nothing we could have done about it, Reika. Soichi tried to console her, but Reika shook her head. But this all happened because I tried to shoot her when we first met her. There's nothing we could have done about that either. We're not gods. We're not omnipotent. We couldn't have known. Reika smiled wryly. Just how much easier would it be on us if we were omnipotent? Omniscient, sorry, omniscient. Thank you, Soichi. I'm not trying to cheer you up or anything, I'm just saying the facts. It'd be crazier to not panic in this situation. Kind who could stay calm in the sort of situation would probably be someone like that man who attacked them several times already. Soichi had come to believe that. It's only natural to be scared. Isn't that right, Soichi? Soichi was terrified at the thought of Reika dying. He knew all too well just how deep the sense of loss would be if that ever happened. I'm sure everyone's scared. Though we don't know if it's because they fear others' deaths or not. To Soichi, the thing he was most scared of was his ally Reika dying. Reika once said that she was terrified of her own death. The girl who chased after them surely had the same fear. No, sorry. The girl who chased after them surely was also afraid of something. Oh. Just then, Soichi, came to a certain thought. Hey, Reika. That girl said she has a sister, didn't she? Yeah, she mentioned something about curing her, if I remember right. Cure. Reika's words brought back the girl's voice in his head. I'll kill you guys, get the money and go back to my sister alive for sure. And then I can cure her. And then she can be cured. She indeed said that. Judging from what she said, it sounds like her sister is ill. And likely a kind of illness that required a lot of money to cure. And what's more, this... money's... Hold on a second. So much so that she would need the ridiculous prize money offered by this game. She wants to save her sister no matter what it takes. Because of that, she can't risk anything, no matter what. That's why she didn't try to listen to us, because I shot at her before. She couldn't risk that happening a second time. She was scared of her sister dying. It was her sister's death the prospect of her sister's death that terrified her more than killing others herself, or herself dying. That was why she couldn't afford to lose. She wanted to win and bring back the money.
そいつと同じタイプなのかもしれないわね。
She might be the same kind of person as you. Huh?
お前も自分の大事な人を守るためなら何だってするんじゃない？
You'll do anything to protect those who are dear to you, won't you? But I wouldn't kill someone. Reika then smiled
どうし
slightly.
て？
Why's that? Because she would get really mad if I tried to do anything sly. Killing people is sly, so I can't do it. And there you have it.
嫌われるのは怖い？
So you're scared of being hated? Yes. Perhaps that was wise. Soichi was scared of the prospect of Reika dying. Soichi realized that at this point in time.
じゃあ彼女に嫌われないためなら何でもするんだ？
And you're the kind of person who'll do anything if it means not getting hated by her? Hold on a second. Reika had said her at this point in time. Even though Soichi had never mentioned the gender of the person he made a promise to up till now. Side note, I know I did, but just pretend I never said that up till now, okay? But Soichi didn't think deeply on it. I'm sure you're right.
なら同じタイプよ。
Then you really are the same kind of person. Maybe you're right. Right now, that was everything to Soichi.
だったらあの子とも手錠でつながっていたらこうやって話し合えたのかしら。
Maybe talking with her just like this if he'd gone handcuffed to her. Reika lifted her right hand and looked at the handcuff. I don't think the three of us could have fit through this could have passed through this air duct if we were all handcuffed together. Reika looked Soichi's way when he said that. Reika then gave a little smile.
そうね。きっと大変だったわね。
You're right. I'm sure it would have been hell. Right, and then at the end, Reika wiped her eyes. The two of them decided to exit the air duct about an hour after they escaped. Well, at that time, the second floor had become a forbidden area. It was currently 10 p.m. 10:30 p.m. It's been over 36 hours since they've been confined in this building.
この辺まで来れば大丈夫かしら。
Think we'll be safe if we come out around here? You need to take a really big detour in order to get here without using the ducts. So I think we should be safe from anyone aside from maybe that girl.
そうね。
Yeah, you're right. Soichi and Reika nodded at each other. The two of them had two reasons for crawling through the ducts for an hour. The first one was because moving was difficult. They weren't like the protagonists out of those kind of action movies. It took them about 10 minutes just to crawl 100 meters. Hold on a second. Okay, furthermore, inside the ducts were convoluted, so they had to take a considerable detour to reach where they were going. This other reason was so they could get somewhere where the girl couldn't reach them. They left her alone for a while. They were hoping that she would calm down. It was for that reason they needed to go somewhere that she couldn't easily reach. Fortunately, they hadn't gone lost thanks to the map of the ducks and their current location marker. Though it would take them some time, they'd finally managed to reach a place where the girl wouldn't be able to easily reach them. I think it will be okay if we come out here. Once Rake reached the front of the ventilation grate that would serve as their exit, Soichi pointed at it. Oh, and then she pointed out to Soichi. Roger that. Soichi kicked the cover of the ventilation grate. When he did, the grate fell down with almost no resistance. Huh? When Soichi peeked his head out of the grate, he saw a girl who was keeping her eyes tightly shut and her head down. She appeared to be a few years older than Soichi. Perhaps she was about the same age as Reika. Her clothes were strangely thick and, bouncy. She was decorated in frills and ribbons, aplenty. The grate had fallen right next to her, and it seemed she screamed in surprise when that happened. What's wrong, Soichi? Reika looked out from beside Soichi. It seemed she hadn't heard the girl scream. The woman furrowed her eyebrows when she looked up at the two of them, and crossed her thoughts as if in deep thought. Crossed her arms as if in deep thought. Soichi, be careful. We don't know what she'll... What are you doing there? And just as Reika tried to seriously warn Soichi, she almost went, she almost felt all the tension slip out of her at the cheerful voice that come out of the woman. My name is Nagisa Kido. When Soichi and Reika came out of the grate, the woman called Nagisa smiled and told them her name in a cheerful tone. That, plus her clothes, made her get off the air as someone who couldn't kill a fly.
びっくりしちゃったよ。天井からベコベコ音がしてるんだもん。
You sure surprised me when I heard all those noises coming from the ceiling. It seemed Nagisa had come over because she'd heard the sounds that the footsteps of Soichi and Reika inside the air duct, moving inside the air duct. It seemed moving in the air duct stuck out more than Soichi and Reika had thought.
前の私なら疑ったんでしょうけど、明らかに平和そうな人ね。
The old me would have probably doubted her, but she seems like a peaceful kind of person, doesn't she? Reika spoke to Soichi. Soichi gave Reika a small nod and introduced himself to Nagisa. I'm Soichi Mitsurugi.
八幡玲香よ。
Name's Reika Yahara.
宗一くんに玲香ちゃんか。ってあれ？どこかで聞いた名前のような。
Soichi and Reika, huh? Wait, huh? I feel like I've heard your names before. Nagisa looked at Soichi and Reika's faces back and forth with a frown. Oh! Then her face brightened and she approached the two of them.
思い出しました。
Now I remember. Her face was right in front of them. Soichi wasn't fazed because, Soichi had gotten used to Reika's face being right in front of him. But he felt a little nervous having an unfamiliar woman's face right there.
葉月さんが言ってました。宗一くんと玲香さんって人とは仲良くできるかもしれないって。
Hazuki told me that there are these people named Soichi and Reika that he thought we could get along with. Nagisa said that took Soichi and Reika's clasped hands with both of her own and swung them up and down as though she was giving them a handshake. The chain clattered when she did. You know Hazuki?
知ってますよ。すぐそこにいるもの。で、何これ？
Yep. He's right over there. Wait, what's this? Nagisa touched the chain linking the two of them. Seems she hadn't noticed that they'd been handcuffed up till now. Nagisa, please, take us to Hazuki. But Soichi ignored Nagisa's question and pleaded to her. Once he heard that Hazuki was nearby, all other information shut out of his brain.
いいよ。
Okay, sure. Overwhelmed by Soichi's demands, Nagisa nodded over and over again, a troubled frown appearing on her face.
宗一くん、玲香さんも。
Hazuki's face brightened as soon as he saw the two of them, and he said their names in an excited voice quickly. Hazuki, you're alright.
ひどい目にはあったが、なんとかね。
I've been through hell, but I've managed. They then ran towards each other. And thus the three of them were reunited in this small room after dozens of hours apart.
無事に玲香さんとも合流できたみたいでよかった。
Looks like you managed to meet up again with Reika safely. I'm glad about that.
はい。宗一が助けに来てくれました。
Yeah, Soichi came to save me. Reika nodded as she held Soichi's hand.
おや、その手錠は。
Oh, those handcuffs. Hazuki then noticed the handcuffs, binding Soichi and Reika together. His face warped in surprise when he saw that.
そうか。あの時 PDA に出てた手錠の2人とは君たちのことだったのか。
I see, so the message the PDA sent about the handcuffed pair was referring to you two, huh? Yes.
察するに、いろいろと苦労があったようだね。
I can tell you guys have been through a lot. Hazuki looked at them both concerned. Soichi and Reika looked at each other and smiled when they saw that.
どうしたのかね。
Something wrong? No, I'm just glad that you're still yourself, that's all. Soichi answered for the both of them. Reika looked back at Hazuki and nodded.
そうだね。驚くような恐ろしいことばかりだ。僕も渚さんと会わなかったらどうにかなっていたかもしれないよ。
It's true. It's been one frightening and surprising event after the next here. If I hadn't met with Nagisa, I might have gone crazy myself. Hazuki smiled wryly as he looked at Nagisa. Soichi and Reika also looked towards her. Nagisa had been smiling. She'd been watching the conversation unfold before her. Once her name came up, she tilted her head.
何ですか?
What was that?
いや、すまんすまん。怖い人は多いけれど、渚さんは怖くないって話さ。
Oh, nothing, nothing. We were just talking about how there was a lot of scary people, but how you're not scary. Hazuki explained things to Nagisa since she didn't understand the situation all that well.
そうですか.
Oh, I see now. Nagisa smiled happily. Just looking at the innocent smile of hers calmed them down. Both Soichi and Reika understood well what Hazuki was trying to say.
私も宗一がいてくれて助かっています.
I was also saved by having Soichi with me. Reika tightened her grip around Soichi slightly when she said that. Hold on a second. Okay, Soichi had thought there were only two kinds of people who could stay sane by themselves in this situation. Those who were strong to begin with, and those who went crazy. That was why Soichi gripped Reika's hand back. So Hazuki, just what happened after that? We tried going back to you guys, but no one was there, and Nagasawa attacked us. Do you know where Goda went to? Hazuki's face darkened at Soichi's questions. Looks like something happened. Soichi felt shivers down his spine as he got a bad feeling.
初めは些細な行き違いだったんだ。君とレイカさんの帰りを待っていると長澤君が逃げ出そうと言い出してね。
It was just a minor disagreement at first. When we were waiting for you and Reika to come back, Nagasawa said that you two were trying to run off.
逃げる？私と総一からということですか？
Run away? You mean Soichi and I?
ああ、それもそうなんだけど、あの時見つけた女の子のことがあっただろう。長澤君は彼女をあんな風にした人間が近くにいるって言うんだ。
Yeah, that was part of it. But do you remember that girl we found back then? Nagasawa was also talking about, saying that the person who did that to her must have still been nearby. Oh, I see. Once he said that, Soichi remembered the remember the corpse of the girl they'd seen. He hadn't realized it then. Now that he thought about it. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Alright. He hadn't realized it back then, but now that he thought about it, the fact that that you didn't have a PDA meant that it was necessary to doubt that someone else had been necessary to suspect someone else had been involved. I didn't really think about it because I was so busy chasing after Reika at the time. So I can't.
長澤君
can't
は
really do anything.
このまま無策に帰るかどうかわからない宗一君たちを待っていたら危険が増すばかりだと言ってね。
Oh, hold on, sorry, 1 second. Okay, back now. Sorry about that. Nagasawa said that if we continue waiting for you guys without any guaranteed return, without a plan, then we just be putting ourselves in more danger.
一人でどこかへ行ってしまおうとしたんだ。
And he went off on his own. Nagasawa. But I can see him doing that. Soichi understood. Back when they'd been together, Nagasawa occasionally made some calculating remarks. Perhaps he'd been the first one who'd been taking the game seriously.
僕らは止めようとしたんだけど、彼も頑固でね。結局行ってしまったんだ。
We tried to stop him, but he was stubborn. In the end, he left.
だから仕方なく僕が後を追った。あの場所は郷田さんと漆山さんに任せてね。
So without any other choice, I chased after them. Left Goda and Urashiyama behind to wait for you. Urashiyama. Reika's hand trembled a little when that name escaped Hazuki's lips. Looks like Reika hates Urashiyama quite a bit. It wasn't unreasonable at all. He'd been grappling with Reika when they first... You remembered how he'd been grappling with Reika when they first met. Urashiyama been making a pass on someone as young and as beautiful as her without even thinking about the situation.
結局長澤君には巻かれてしまうし、戻っても二人の姿はないしと散々だったよ。
In the end, I lost track of Nagasawa, and I went back. The two of them were gone. Gone? You mean Goda and Urashiyama?
おう。
Yeah. Hazuki nodded with a serious look on his face.
そんなに時間は経ってないはずだよ。僕はすぐに長澤君に巻かれてしまったからね。
Shouldn't have been that much time. I lost track of Nagasawa fairly quickly after all.
なのに戻っても誰もいなかったんだ。二人とも無事だといいけれど。
And no one was there when I went back. All I can do is hope the two of them are okay. But if they're working together, then I'm sure the two of them are fine.
そうだな。そうだといいな。それで僕は宗一君たちの帰りを待つことにしたんだが、すぐに見知らぬ人間が一人やってくるのに気づいたんだ。
Yeah, I hope so. So anyway, I decided to wait for you and Reika. But that's when I noticed someone unfamiliar. Someone unfamiliar?
ああ、目つきの妙に鋭いチンピラ風の男だった。
Yeah. It was a hoodlum-like man with this falcon-like look in his eyes. Him. Those words, Soichi remembered the man who attacked him and Reika from time to time.
郷田さんたちはいないし、長澤君の話を聞いていたもので、僕も動転してね。向こうに気づかれていないのを幸いに、その場を逃げ出したんだ。
Goda and Urashiyama were gone, and I was shaken up by what Nagasawa had said. Fortunately, he didn't spot the man didn't spot me, so I escaped.
それはその判断が間違っていないと思います。
I think he made the right choice. Reika quickly nodded. Soichi shared the same opinion as he looked at Hazuki and also nodded. She's right. the man you're talking about is the same person who tried to attack, same person who attacked Reika and I. So, I think it would have been risky to try talking to him. If it was the man who had targeted them without any hesitation, it was clear as day what would happen if Hazuki met him all alone.
しばらく経ってから戻ってみたんだが、結局誰とも出会えずじまいさ。
Once some time had passed, I went back, but in the end, I never came across anyone. No one was there when we came back either, so we moved on. Soichi and Reika hadn't known about that at all. So, they simply believed that they'd been left behind and left the place as quickly as they could.
やっぱりそうだったか。僕はしばらくそこで待ったんだが、時間制限のこともあっただろう。だから最後は諦めてその場を離れたんだ。
I thought as much. I waited for a little while, but there was a time limit to consider as well. So eventually I gave up and left. And if we waited a little longer, we might have been able to meet up with you then. It seemed that Soichi, Reika, and Hazuki had just missed each other.
仕方ないさ。君たちは僕らの事情を何も知らないんだから。
It's only natural.
それで、渚さんと出会ったのは階段のところだったよ。
It's only natural. You had no way of knowing what was happening with me. It was then that I met up with Nagisa around the stairwell.
Hi.
Yep. Nagisa had been quiet all this time. When she heard her name being called out, she smiled and nodded.
それ以降は特に何もないな。いや、あれがあった。
Not much happened after that. No, wait, there was that one thing. What one thing?
そう、女の子だよ。小さな女の子。
Right, there was this girl, this little girl. A girl? Soichi and Reika looked at each other. Two of them immediately remembered, that girl who said she, wanted money for her sister.
ああ、遠目だったから正確にはわからないんだけど、頭の後ろの大きなリボンで髪をまとめた小柄な女の子だった。
We saw her from afar, so I couldn't really tell. But she had this, but her hair was tied up, but she was this tiny girl with her hair tied up in this large ribbon. But the girls Hazuki was talking about was someone else altogether.
声をかけてみたんだが、怯えていたのか逃げられてしまったよ。
I tried calling out to her, but she ran off. Maybe I frightened her. Hazuki looked bitter. It seemed to consider that a failure on his part. Yeah, that's right. No. That's right, it would be frightening for a little girl to be stuck in this place all by herself.
それ以降は誰とも会わなかった。何度も銃声を聞いたり、自分でも銃を見つけたりと驚くようなことは多かったんだがね。
We didn't meet with anyone else after that. Heard gunshots several times afterwards, and we found our own guns. And a lot of surprising things happened, though. Hazuki took out a pistol from his jacket pocket. It was an automatic, a size bigger than the one Soichi and Reika had. And it appeared to be of larger caliber in their gun too.
こんなもので撃ち合いをしている連中がいるのかと思うと、ちっとも気が休まらなかったよ。
Can't stay calm when I think of the people who are trying to make us shoot each other with these.
渚さんと二人でなかったら今頃どうなっていたやら。
I'm scared to imagine what I'd be doing right about now if I hadn't come across Nagisa.
一人は心細いです。
It's so discouraging to be on your own. Nagisa also agreed, it seemed. So that's what happened.
それで宗一君たちの方はどうだったんだい？
What about you guys then? Well, you see, Soichi began to explain to Husky what happened to them up to this point.
罠に手錠、謎の男に長沢君、それにもう一人の女の子か。
Traps, the handcuffs, the mysterious man, Nagasawa, and the other girl, huh? Husky groaned when Soichi finished the story.
それと確かエクストラゲームと言ったっけ？その首輪を一緒に外せるというのは。
There was also that extra game thing you mentioned, right? The one where you can both remove your collars with it? Yeah.
まったく、ろくでもないことを考えるやつもいるもんだ。
Sheesh, I can't believe there's such sick-minded people, twisted people here. It seems Husky was angered by Soichi's story.
まるで映画の世界に飛び込んだみたいだよ。こんなバカなことを考える監督や脚本家に文句を言ってやりたいね。
Feels like we've been thrown straight into a movie. I've tried to offer up some complaints to the director and screenwriter who thought up this stupid shit. Of course, Husky wasn't mad at Soichi and Reika, but rather at the mysterious man, Nagasawa, and the rules and the people who had created them.
それと妹さんを助けたくて負けられない子か。なんとかしてやりたいな、それは。
And then there's that girl who wants to save her sister, who refused to lose so she can save her sister, huh? Hope there's something we can do for her. Husky's face grew even sterner. His anger towards the game that fed into her wish was great. Reika and Soichi felt the same way. Yeah.
でも第一印象が悪かったからかなかなか話を聞いてもらえなくて失敗でした。
But probably because we made such a terrible first impression, she won't listen to a thing. She won't listen to a thing we say. I screwed up big time. Reika bit her lip. Okay, back. She deeply regretted the result brought about by her short temper.
それは仕方ないよ、レイカさん。君と宗一君のような幸運な出会いばかりじゃない。そういう間の悪い出会いもあるんだよ。
There's not much you could have done about that, Reika. Not everyone has fortunate encounters like you and Soichi did. There are also those who have bad encounters like that.
ほんの少し何かが違っていれば、僕らとレイカさんが戦っていた場合だってあったのかもしれないだろう。
If things were even just slightly different, there might have been a situation where we would have fought against you, Reika. Right?
はい。
Yes. Reika was all too aware of that. The only difference between Reika and that girl were a single pair of handcuffs.
その子のことも大事だけど、それとは別に考えておかなければいけないのは首輪と手錠だね。
That girl's important too. But aside from that, we need to think about the collars and the handcuffs. Yes. We'll be in trouble if we don't do something about them quick.
レイカさんの PDA は8と言っていたね。
You said Reika's PDA is the 8, right?
はい。
Yes. Reika nodded and showed her PDA to Hazuki. It showed the 8 clubs on screen.
僕のは4。渚さんのはジャックなんだ。だから、レイカさんの首輪を外すことができれば、芋づる式に全員の首輪が外れるはずだよ。
I'm the 4. Nagisa is the Jack. So if we can remove your collar, Reika, then we should be able to remove everyone's collars one after another. Hazuki and Nagisa showed off their respective PDAs. The 4 of clubs in Hazuki's hand, and the Jack of spades in Nagisa's. The 4's condition required the collars of 3 others. The Jack's required spending 24 hours with someone, that person being alive, at the 72-hour mark. Their conditions were non-compatible with Reika's.
ゴーダさんたちと合流できれば楽なんだが、無事でいるかどうか。
Things will be easier if we can meet up with Goda and Rushiyama. We don't know if they're safe or not. But Hazuki's face was glum for some reason. What's wrong?
これを見てくれないか。
Can we take a look at this? Hazuki showed his own PDA. What was displayed there was an entry that was not on Reika's PDA. Was an entry that they hadn't seen before. He'd added a new software to his PA using one of those boxes. So, counter of the number of remaining survivors.
ちょっと待って。10人ってどういうことなの？
Hold on, 10? What's that supposed to mean? Okay, so at this point we have confirmed 2 additional deaths, so that means that, this marks the end of the betting period, but, seeing as how, the normal participants are not here right now, I will instead allow for them to, bet at the start of the next stream once they are available, so, yeah. I'll make an extra save here just so that, we can use the bet system at that time. Just have a quick look at the odds. Alright, let's continue. Both Soichi and Reika were dumbfounded. His PDA showed a real-time counter of the survivors number. Sorry, his PDA showed a counter showing the remaining survivor number that was updated in real time. There were 13 participants. That girl had died at first near the beginning, so there should have been 12 left. But this showed 10. They were too short.
僕も驚いたよ。どうやらもう2人が誰かの手にかかって死んでいるようなんだ。
I'm surprised too. It seems 2 others were killed by someone. Which means it could also be Goda and Rushiyama. And Soichi's words were cut off there. He understood why Hazuki looked glum now. Since when is it shown that number?
夕方にインストールした時はもうこの数字だった。
This was the number it showed by the time I installed it this afternoon. Which means there were 4 of them right here. There was Nagasawa and the other man who chased Soichi and Reika from time to time were perfectly fine. And they come across that girl after this evening, so she was still alive. That accounted for 7 survivors. With Goda and Urashiyama plus the 3 that Soichi's group hadn't met yet, that made 5 others. Which meant that 2 of those 5 had died. It was plausible that the 2 of them it was plausible that they were Goda and Urashiyama.
我々の状況は厳しい。平和裏に対話できる相手は少ないかもしれないんだ。
Situation's not looking good. There might not be many people left we can negotiate with. No way.
だから手錠はそのままでいこう。宗一君、玲香さん。妙な話だが、我々全員で帰るにはそれが必要なんだ。
So keep the handcuffs on. I know it's a strange thing to ask Soichi and Reika, but we'll need that if we all want to get out of this alive. But Soichi was aware of the danger of the handcuffs. He was happy that Hazuki had said that, but he couldn't help but argue back.
僕の首輪を外すためには他人の首輪が3つ必要だ。
I need 3 PDAs in order to remove my. I need 3 collars of others in order to remove my own.
誰かの首をちぎるわけにもいかないし、どうあっても仲間3人の首輪を外してやらなきゃいけない。
I won't sever others' heads, so I need the collars of 3 allies no matter what happens. In reality, Hazuki could have taken the collar of the first girl who died. Since that would have required a gruesome act to do so, he couldn't do it. That likely wouldn't change even in the future. That was why he needed the collars of 3 allies in order to survive.
宗一君が手錠を外してしまえば、僕は玲香さんと渚さんの首輪しか手に入らない。それでは僕は助からないだろう。
If you remove the collars, they'll only be able to obtain Reika and Nagisa's PDAs. Then I can't survive, right? And we just need to get another ally, right?
そうできなかった時のために、今はそのまま手錠をしていてほしいね。
I want you to keep the handcuffs on precisely because, in case we can't make that happen.
もう一人仲間ができて、その時にまだ外したいと思っていたら、その時は外す方針に切り替えればいい。でも、わかるだろう。
If we manage to make another ally, and you still want to remove the handcuffs, then we can just move towards the idea of removing the handcuffs then. But you get what I'm saying now, right? There were 10 people left. The risk of relying on that was too high. There are 4 of us now. really as any less danger than when we are alone? Hold on a second. Soichi was worried that he'd expose them all to danger. They're going to keep the handcuffs on. And Hazuki and Nagisa would have to protect Soichi and Reika as they went on from now on. And it was Reika who was in the most danger.
宗一君、君が心配性なのはわかるが、今は手錠を外す方法がない。その心配はする必要はないんだよ。
Soichi, I know you're worried, but we don't have a way to remove the handcuffs right now. So there's no need to worry about that for the time being. True.
拳銃で撃ったって壊れなかったんだろ？そんなにすぐに外す方法は見つからないさ。見つけた時に迷うべきことだよ、それは。
They didn't break when you shot him with the pistol, right? I don't think we'll find a way to remove them that quickly. You can start hesitating. We can start worrying about it once we do find that way. It sounds right, doesn't it? It sounds right, doesn't it? Soichi finally agreed. But he glared at the handcuffs. Though he agreed, he still wasn't happy about it.
ありがとうございます、葉月さん。
Thank you so much, Hazuki. Reika glanced at Soichi out of the corner of her eye, and spoke in a voice so low that only Hazuki could hear. Fortunately, Soichi didn't notice, it seemed.
ソイチはあまり自分を大事にしてくれないので、ああ言ってもらえて助かりました。
Soichi doesn't value himself all that much, so it's a big help for you to say that.
いいさ。大人のずるさはこうやって使うもんだと思うよ。
It's alright. I think this is how the slyness of adults can be used. Hazuki answered with a whisper of his own and smiled.
しかし不思議だよ。
But it's strange. Hazuki's voice then returned to its usual tone.
何がです？
What is? Reika also returned to her normal volume.
1階での別れ際の君の様子からは、今の君が想像できない。
Judging from the way you parted with us on the first floor, I couldn't possibly imagine you being like you are now. Reika smiled.
私にも想像できません。
I can't imagine it either. I couldn't imagine it either. The smile Reika gave now was more cheerful and optimistic than what Hazuki had seen before. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream right now, because it's about time, and I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the night. So yeah, as I said, the stream, now we have those confirmed deaths. The betting is over after this, but I will allow those the usual people who miss this episode to both bet on their own and use the bet system next time, if they so wish. So yeah, we'll finish it up there. Until then, I think the next stream should be around noon or 1 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, so I'm going to be spending the later parts of it with family, so I won't be able to do it later. That's why I'm going to be doing it earlier, so I'll tweet about it again. I hope you guys can make it. I should be able to maybe do a longer stream on Sunday, but we'll see. So until then, see you.